I think the main thing is it impacts every single thing that we do. You walk into a grocery store, the first thing you notice is bacon is $10 a pound, up from $5 a pound. And you can see that your grocery bill is probably 50% more, if not double than what it was. You've seen people's housing go, through the roof. People that were trying to buy a home are thinking, wow, this is so much more expensive. Did I miss the opportunity to buy? So I don't think there's a part of everyday life that it's not touching. That makes you make choices. You start to think, okay, am I going to keep driving my car another 2 or 3 years longer? One, because there may not be a car available to purchase. Do I want to buy a car that's $10,000 over the asking price because I do that? Or do I invest in fixing the car and making it last? People are debating, okay, do I keep putting money into my 401k as the stock market drops down? And the answer is yes, because you're just buying more stock and you're going to continue to turn out to be okay. It's time in the market, it's not timing the market. So I think all of these things are going through people's heads on an everyday basis from a consumer standpoint. Right now, there are people that should be looking at and go, okay, what costs can I cut? Do I really need 5 different streaming services? At a point in time, that was a luxury, now it's not. So maybe I go down to one, and that might be how I do some short-term budgeting to get through. Long-term, I think you keep on investing for retirement, to keep putting more in and more in and more in. And over a period of time, most people aren't retiring for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. You're not trying to retire tomorrow. So you want to keep buying the stock and dollar cost averaging, and you'll be okay. It's always been that way. Right now, the biggest advantage I would take would be for a high yield savings account. It's one of the top savings accounts that there is in the nation. We're over 2%, and when the Fed raises rates in November, it's going to go up again. When they raise rates again in December, it'll go up again. And when you raise rates in January, it'll go up again. The nice thing is it's fluid, and you're not locked in, and you get the benefit of the rising interest rate environment. So I think it's realistic that we'll be paying 3.5% by the time mid-2023 rolls around, and you can have access to it at any point in time. It's a great tool. I think the way that we'll be a good partner is by doing things like the high yield savings and saying, hey, keep your money liquid, but at the same time, let's earn some interest. We'll take the opportunity that if we can find some inventory for you in a house or a car and say, hey, let's get you some lower than market rates to help your payment be less than what it would be otherwise. One of the things we do is we sit down and we advise, okay, how can we make your budget better? It isn't a matter of just banking. It's about having a conversation and sitting down and going, okay, here's where you are. What adjustments do we need to make to get you to this point in time? And some are going to be short-term solutions and some are going to be longer in nature. So I think that's how we go about trying to partner.